Okay, welcome back, traders. We have our play of the day on RIMM using our Trading123 pivot formula here. Measures the highs and lows, identifies the breakout areas and breakdown areas of any stock, future, or Forex here. So this is RIMM from Monday, August 10th, 2009. Had some negative news on a downgrade. A stock gap down here at the open. And using our pivot indicator, basically it's going to tell you what the potential low of the day is right here. This is all given to you at 8 o'clock in the morning before the market opens. And the pivot levels stay the same throughout the day. They don't change by the hour. So if you were going to play RIMM, you wait to see if it gets a bounce here at the open. And pretty much all selling going on. And so our pivot levels basically identify the short area right here at 75.11. So you would short it anywhere below that area before it lost support at 75, and then it drops down to the next level, which is 74.53. That's the S4 pivot. So on, say you traded 300 or 500 shares, you would have had at least a 50-cent profit just trading from one pivot level, the S3, from the short alert down to the S4 here. And then the stock tries to hold up. It can't get back through the pivot level, which acts as resistance. And then what happens? It goes down to the next level. So you could have reshorted RIMM anywhere here below 74.50, 74.40 area before it, well, it really broke down when it took out this low right here, 74.30. And if you did go short and the price did break through the pivot and move up against you, you would be stopped out. So the pivot is your basically your stop level. So you got a pretty tight 10-15 cent stop. And as you can see, the volume here is still heavy sellers. And then I'd put a limit order to get it out within 10 cents of the S5 level here at 73.36. So if you would have shorted 74.40 down to 73.36, 73.40 call it, you would have had a 1-point profit. And then the stock pretty much traded sideways the rest of the day and held support at 73 and basically bounced up to the S5 level here. So 2 profitable trades on RIMM. Could have had anywhere from a 50 cents to a $1.50 profit. 300 shares, it's a nice day's pay. And the pivot points are powerful. They're etched in stone. That price action is what market makers use to make up their mind on whether to try to hold the stock up. But once it gets below this S3 level, pretty much nobody wants to own the stock, so the stock falls. Then it's going to fall to the S4, and then later in the day, S5. The stock is weak. It's making new lows after the first hour. You got a 70% chance that it's going to break down and go to the S5 level. So that's how you trade with the pivots. Very profitable. I don't know how traders trade without them. Let's look at one more trade on RIMM. Here's another example of RIMM. Basically on August 7th, 2009, the stock trended sideways. Couldn't get through the daily pivot up here at 78.27. And then it chopped around all afternoon, and once it took out this support here at 77.90 is when it started to fall apart. And then you just ride it down from one pivot level to the next. And RIMM would have been a short underneath this pivot here, 77.82, and down it goes to 77.58. Then down to the daily trend line where big volume comes in. They try to hold the stock up. Failed to hold it, and then it just falls down to the next pivot level. So whether you're a scalper or a trend trader, trading with the pivots is very profitable. And then here's another example of RIMM. Back earlier in the year, as you see, I've been using these pivots for a long time, and the levels don't lie. Takes out the S3, falls to the S4, down to the S5, just like the previous chart I just showed you from the recent trade in August. So here on RIMM, we got a $1.70 profit. And as I said before, the pivot levels tell you the lows for the day, and stocks week, you ride it down for nice profits using the powerful Trading123 pivot indicator. It's the most advanced tool out there. It's not a lagging indicator like other indicators out there. It tells you the support and resistance throughout the day, and the pivot levels act like glue to the stock price action, and the stocks tend to move right down to them. So if you want more profitable trades, check out our website, trading123.net, and start profiting with the pivot levels. Hope you enjoyed the video, and good luck with your trading.